Congressman, I want to ask you quickly about something the president said yesterday. There's been so much talk about Iran. He was pushing back against what some have suggested should be the path. Take a listen.
What's said on the campaign trail, those folks don't have a lot of responsibilities. They're not commander-in-chief. And when I see the casualness with which some of these folks talk about war, I'm reminded of the costs involved in war.
Sir, what is your red line in this case for any sort of military action against Iran?
Well, the issue with Iran is, frankly, we understand that Iran's quest for nuclear capability is a threat to U.S. interests in the Middle East and Central Asia region. It is, frankly, an existential threat to our ally Israel. And the problem that we're seeing is there's not a lot of certainty coming out of the president or the administration on this issue. I recently returned from a visit to the Persian Gulf and visited with those countries there, and the Arab governments as well are questioning the resolve of the White House and the administration to do what needs to be done. And it's not just the nuclear quest that Iran's on, it's its destabilizing acts throughout the region, that America has just not been there the way it has before. And that's the question of leadership that this president is facing, because there's a lot of question being cast on his leadership in that region.
Is there a specific moment, though, or something that you're looking at that is in fact some sort of a red line for you, where you would then go to the president or others and push for what you see needs to be done if it is military action?
Well, there's a question of nuclear capability versus nuclear bomb. And I think many folks think that if you allow Iran to have the capability, it's then too late. I would agree with those people, and that's the question. It's the difficult issue that we have to wrestle with in terms of intelligence gathering. And the president indicates that there's some casual talk of war. I don't think anybody downplays the gravity of sending our men and women into harm's way. None of us. We want to make sure that we are doing what we need to do to provide our men and women in uniform with the necessary tools and to guarantee the U.S. security. Thank God for those men and women in uniform, and we ought to be out there leading with a very certain message which is lacking from the White House.